life on top is a woman behind a glamorous magazine that has inspired African women. Let's meet her.
Most people complain about problems. Few people do anything about it. Tewa Ononsoya is one of those who don't just complain about these problems, they find solutions to them. Sitting in her office barefaced, Tewa meets with an employee and one can sense that this is a confident lady. She is the founder of Exquisite magazine, a magazine that focuses on the lifestyle of the African woman.
I started Exquisite magazine at a point in my life where I felt there was a need in England for a magazine which focuses on women of color. We didn't have that many. In fact, we only had one. And I thought, okay, good idea. Instead of complaining about, this not happening or that not happening, just do something about it.
Though it started as a response to an immediate problem, Tewa has big plans for her magazine.
The next 10 years of Exquisite magazine sees it bigger and better, both in size. I'm giving out our next strategy. But both in size, both in content, the richness and the quality of the people that we work, that are working with Exquisite magazine. It's going to see, all the different things that we do. The children of Exquisite, which are the Exquisite magazine against cancer walk, the Exquisite lifestyle seminar, and the Eloy awards, the Exquisite ladies of the year award. It sees us growing bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, the Exquisite ladies of the year award is in its 5th year this year. And it's amazing how it started because we wanted to start celebrating women of excellence in different fields. I mean, what we found out was there are so many awards out there, but they're mainly male dominated or maybe a mix of men and women, but not a lot of women. And a lot of women are doing exceptionally well in different fields. So we thought, why not set up an award ceremony?
Despite having a customer base in England, Tewa had no problem making the transition back to Nigeria.
I started in England 10 years ago because I was living in England. I was born in England and then I used to live in England. And about 5 or so years ago, well 4 or 5 years ago, moved back to Nigeria. Now the thing is, we've been publishing in England and then we sent some copies over to Nigeria and a lot of people were excited about the magazine. In Nigeria then, there was only one magazine for women, which I won't mention. There was only one magazine for women, so I suppose a lot of people were excited that there's another magazine that they could read.
She talks about growing up in a family that encouraged her to value education and be the woman she has turned out to be.
My mom was always all about education, which is, something I've grown to even do with my kids as well. One thing that goes with me every single way I go to, because when I'm going back a bit. When we was born in England, we came to Nigeria and then I went back to England by myself. And every time I was about to do something out of character, I'd think, my mom, what she always used to say is, your education is your property. Nobody can take it away from you. You have, and I'm just like, okay, my education, if they can take this, they can take that. They can't take the knowledge away from me.
There's an altruistic side to this lady, one that is determined to fight against cervical cancer in her country.
I mean, we started that in 2006 when we were still back and forth in England, and it was an event which was aimed at creating awareness for cervical cancer, and then on the long run we added breast cancer to it, solely because I'm from a background where every 3 years they're hounding you to go and get your cervical test done, to go and get your screening done, have a smear test done, because a lot of women are dying from cervical cancer.
To Tewa, some visions can't be passed on to someone else to run, which is why she still contributes greatly to her magazine.
I have this passion and I just felt like the only person that can drive this home and show exactly what I'm talking about is me. I'm the one with the vision. I'm the one with the mission as well. So instead of poaching to other magazines or trying to sell it to other people, I feel like, which is why at the forefront of Exquisite, I'm still although we have the creative ideas and the fashion editors and the other different editors that work with the magazine, but I just feel like it's my passion. I know exactly where I want it to go.
She speaks strongly against gender discrimination.
I mean, men are successful at their businesses, they have their homes and things like that. Why can't we have it all? I mean, we can run the home as well as run the business and, keep doing all the other things we do in the society. It doesn't have to be you can do this and can't do that. It doesn't have to be like that. We can do it all. It's just about setting priorities and then knowing what's important when, and then dealing with it that way.
Far from ready to slow down, Tewa talks about leaving a good legacy for her children.
I would want them to always remember me, when the time comes, that, mom was always, she was passionate about what she was doing and she worked hard to be successful at it. I want them to learn that and build themselves like that as well. Know that, nothing's going to be given to you on a platter of gold.
Like many women, this lady has a love for all things fashionable, but one thing stands out for her.
Shoes. If you see me, the first thing you'll probably notice are my shoes. I love my shoes. And even when I meet people, I can judge people by their shoes. I cannot judge people, but I can tell the kind of character they are from their shoes.
She has a message for the African woman.
Nobody can believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, you can definitely do it. That's the thought I've been going with, and that's what's been helping me over the years. If I can believe it, if I can think it, if I can conceive it in my head, then I can do it.
Tewa Ononsoya is one woman who is dedicated to making the most of her life.
Ladies no longer have to worry about what to do with long hair. Curious? Stay tuned.
It is said that a woman's hair is her crown of glory, or in less biblical terms, her beauty. Hence, there are some ladies who believe that the longer the hair and the bigger its volume, the more beautiful the lady. Well, not anymore, as the same can now be said about low-cut hairstyles.
It's comfortable and free. No heels. I'm always free on low cuts.
Just to carry another new look.
There's this funky look you get when you're on low cuts, and it makes you look very simple.
These women also say that shorter hair are easier to maintain as well as cost-effective as against the often high-maintenance routine for long hair.
Since I've been on low cut, I don't really spend much money on salons making hair. The only thing I use is hair cream.
Always cheaper than fixing up hair every month.
Not all would agree.
But to me, I feel it's even more expensive than making my hair.
If you're just cutting your hair and then combing it, okay, it's cheaper. It's very cheap to do that because you have to. But if you're going to teach the products, buy the right products for it, especially these foreign products, and do it the way it should be done, style it on a daily basis or a weekly basis, it's actually more expensive.
Regardless of the raging battle, it is obvious that more women are embracing the low-cut look.
More women are cutting their hair these days, unlike before. The reason behind this is when you have one person today and she does her hair. After that, she go home, her friends look at her and say, oh, you look so beautiful on low cut or maybe on short hair. That one brings in another client to you. So a lot of ladies today, it's not like before where people say that it's our culture, or maybe they go into that ladies don't have to cut their hair. People don't so much believe in that again. They want to look good. They want to do those things that suit them, that make them look beautiful.
Not willing to pass up the opportunity to show how a simple and chic low-cut hair can be styled, Juliana, a short hair model, sat through a hairstyling process.
You can see what we have now. So you can do this hair without even making it that short. Oh goodness God. Sorry. I use my hand to apply this based on whatever you have here, or the hair you have here. They're all virgin hair. So everything has to be relaxed or texturized. Yes, the hair is done for a wash. I can raise that. I can raise the relaxers now, the texturizer. Neutralizing shampoo. You use neutralizing shampoo whenever you relax or texturize. You don't use lavish for when you texturize or when you relax, you use neutralizing shampoo for you to be able to neutralize all the chemicals on the hair. So you walk through the hair maybe 2 to 3 times for you to raise out completely, raise out the relaxers or the texturizer completely from the hair. Whenever you wash your hair, you can apply this to project the curls. Huh?
If you're ever in a bind over what to do with your hair, why not just cut it off?
I hope you have enjoyed today's show. If you missed any part of the show, just go to TVC News YouTube page and type A Woman's World episode 33. Just before we go, let's inspire you with this quotes. World is still speaking out against child marriage. If you'd like to join our campaign, follow us on Twitter at TVC Women's World. Like us on our Facebook page, A Woman's World TVC News. That's our show for today. Don't forget to tune in next time. I am Oyinlola Sale.